This is your credibility builder. Did a talk in Malaysia recently. They said 400 in the audience. Can we get 400 books? Now, buying it from the publisher, I make £2 or £3. And I just thought it's more of a pain to actually do it and pack the books and all of that. I said, just go straight to the publisher and buy it from there. But I'll be promoting some of my other products while I'm there. Yeah, no problem with that. This is where I make my money with products. Often, and again as speakers you'll find this, so many times I have people coming to me saying, can I have an hour of your time? Can I take you to lunch? Can we go? Many, many years ago, I met the most famous, almost speaker bureau in the world, a lady called Dottie Walters. Anyone know Dottie Walters? She was a legend in our business. And I did the typical thing. I went up to her and I said, can I have a half an hour of your time? She said, you can have as much as you want. It's $250 an hour. I bought 2 hours. It changed my life. 2 hours I sat with her. She ripped me apart. Everything that I've ever done, ripped apart. And she said, where is your product? I haven't got a product. She says, go and make a product. Anyway, I go home. I had no idea what to do. This was even before I joined the PSA. So I go home, and we still had those little Sony Walkman things. So I'm in the bedroom there, and I made my first product for one of the offshore insurance companies. And I found a company up in Hull that could do all the cleaning. So I send it to them, and the guy phones me. He says, are you out of your head? He says, there's aeroplanes going, there's dogs barking. There's all you don't know what you're doing, you know. Anyway, I said, clean it up as much as you could. And I designed, I thought I was good at designing, so I designed my own cover for the CD set and everything. And I phoned a company called Scandia at that time. The CEO I knew pretty well. I said, Mike, can I come in and see you? Furness, what do you want to sell me? Nothing, Mike. Go in there. Mike, this is a new triple CD series that I've put together. He says, leave it with me. Come back next Friday. Came back next Friday. And he said, first thing, this design is terrible. I said, yes, I know. I fired them. I'm going to find somebody else. And then he said, what is the cost of this? And again, I had no clue. I don't know how many years ago. This must be 15 years ago. I said to him, it's £35 per CD set. He says, okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give it to our marketing department, do a bit of branding on it. We'll do everything for that. I'm going to order 1,000 sets. So can you invoice me for £35,000? 15 years ago, that was huge. That was absolutely enormous. And that was for the 2 hours of time I got from Dottie Walters. It's quite interesting. There's quite a few of us as speakers. When she was alive, every year, she had a speaker's boot camp at Hollywood, and all of us would pay our own way over and we'd go and speak for her because she did amazing stuff for us. By the way, if you can buy any of her books, buy her books, Speak and Grow Rich. There's lots of great books by a lady called Dottie Walters. Now, products are a big thing. I make a good amount of money on products. This is one of my latest products over here. Not that I'm going to try and sell it today, but this is a 6 CD set on how to use social media in business. Now, a couple of things I've got to learn, that I've learned is have them wrapped up. It's all about that perceived value. So they wrap there. Each one is 2 CDs over there. On the website, I sell this for $253 a set. I've sold hundreds of the set over there. But if I'm going to a big conference or anything like that, and I always ask them, can I have permission to show people this? And they, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. And then I'll say to people, today, only £100. And again, what do people do? You create, and the other thing you do is I've only got 50 copies with me today. If you can't get one, I'll send it out to you. I sell thousands of these. One rule that I have is you've got to make 4 times whatever your cost is on a product. Minimum 4 times. My average price that I get for this, I suppose, is £75. Does anyone want to guess what my cost is on this? £8. £8. I mean, think about the profit margin that you can make on products. Now, the thing is, times change as well. A lot of people don't have CD players on their computers anymore. Things have changed. So I've had to change, and I'm still working my way through this one. I now have these little things. These are memory cards. So that's a 2 gigabyte memory card where I can put all of my products on. The problem is people don't perceive value when you've got something like that. They look at that and they, oh, I'll pay for that. But that little thing over there, so now I'm making sort of real big packaging for it. I mean, the packaging will cost more than the card, you know. But it is that perceived value. And this is great because when I go out there on 2 gigabytes, I can put all of my products, I can put everything onto you. People buy the package and you make some good money. What else have we got there? Oh, by the way, let me tell you about a new product I'm doing. So we go back to, remember I'm breaking into the health and fitness industry. So I thought about a product that would be perfect for them. It's an online product that every club in the world could use. I'm busy putting this together. I went back to Hans, the guy that runs it, and I went back to the go-to person that's got 50 clubs. And I said, what do you think of this product? They said it will be unbelievable product for the business. It's going to be an online product. It's going to be videos, it's going to be audio, it's going to be downloadable products, everything. I needed a platform to find it, and I found this place in Germany over here. By the way, if anyone wants an online platform, just write that down, or you'll get a copy of it when I send it to you. They're absolutely fantastic, because I can produce the stuff. I'm not any good at the whole technical side and making it all happen. This is what they do. They're absolutely brilliant. And they said if I give you that thing at the top there, they'll give you 3 months free. And then if you buy it, I'll make some affiliate commission as well later on. But that's the company that I'm using to make it all happen. Now, think about this here. I can make the product, but I can't distribute it. I don't know every club. I've just broken into that business. It's a brand new business. So I go to David, who's got 50,000, and I say to him, look, it's going to be £97 for this product, £97 per month. It's going to be an online. So every month there's going to be new stuff added to it. Like Alan, what you were saying, every 3 months there's going to be a tele-seminar, video seminars, all kinds of stuff. He says it'll go fantastically. There's nothing like this in the health and fitness market. I said to him, you promote it to your 50,000 clubs and we go 50-50. He says, absolutely, winner. And he's now put me onto the guy in Germany with 200,000 clubs over there. I've now found the people. I'm meeting up with his counterpart in Australia when I'm over there. So my hope on this product is all I want is 1,000 people where I'm making £47 a month. That is nice money. I don't know if it's going to work. I tried one product before. I had great hope for it. It never worked. But this one I think will work. The secret of this is not me trying to sell it, getting affiliate partners. And again, get into affiliate marketing. Get other people to sell your products in certain markets. That's where it all really happens. And then again, make speaking a lifestyle business. For me, that's what it's all about. I live in beautiful hotels. I travel around the world. It's the greatest business in the world. Any of us can do that. But you just got to put in the hard work and the marketing. These are some of the places I've spoken, just brilliant places all over the world. CNN, Berlin, Nashville, one of the coolest places on the planet to go and speak. And again, it's quite funny because I sit with my girlfriend and I say, where do we want to speak this year? And we write down the places. And I don't know what it is, that NLP stuff, you know. And then it just sort of happens. If you believe in something, you just make it happen. I've been to the most magnificent places on the planet. And that's the one thing I do. How many of us have fun in speaking? Yeah. Got to have fun in speaking. That's what I love speaking. I love having fun all the time. And just before I want to finish, I want to tell you a little bit about this over here. It's also about giving back to the industry. This is a little thing over here where a whole lot of us as speakers go and we raise money for a thing called Together We Can Change the World. Twice a year, what we do is we travel all around, mainly around Asia, but yeah, you can see over here, 5,000 supports 12 children for a whole year. 3,000 will keep 3 children in university for a year. Our tour this year is we're starting in Bangkok, we're going to Cambodia, we're then going to Chiang Mai, and what we'll do is we'll go into where there's women that have been abused and all of that kind of stuff. We'll work with them. We'll go into orphanages and we'll be with the little kids and we'll entertain them. Each of us as speakers, we pay our own airfare, we do trade outs for the hotels, and we do a couple of paid talks along the way, but everything we make on the paid talks goes back to us, back to that again. Every one of us has to contribute $1,000 to come on that tour. So this is run by a guy called Scott Friedman. Amazing, amazing stuff he's doing. Please go and donate. If every one of you has to just donate £10 to this, it makes a huge, huge difference to all of these people, and it's a little way of giving something back again. So when you get the copy of this, please just go in and donate £5, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be for a fantastic cause. And read there what Scott is doing with people like ourselves, speakers, just changing the world. Again, there's the copy of the presentation if you want that. Finding New Business and Clients. It's going to be 3 CDs downloadable for all of you. You'll also get a hard copy to download. So either just give me your business card or just come in and fill your name in here, and I'll send it to you next week. Final story. So we're getting to the end here. By the way, have you all picked up some ideas that you can use? Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Final story. I love going around the world. And quite a few years ago, I got a job in India. Has anyone been to India? They are like the best audience on the planet, aren't they? I mean, they stand up on the chairs. I was asked to do a keynote, open a conference at 6 o'clock in the morning. I said to the guy, you must be out of your head. Nobody's going to be there 6 o'clock in the morning. He says, you start the conference at 6. I go down 5:30 to set up, 500 people sitting, waiting for it to start. I've never seen a thirst for knowledge like that. I do another conference and I'm staying at the Taj Mahal Hotel in Mumbai, a most unbelievable hotel. I've got these 4 rooms to myself with a butler. I'm like, hey, this is fantastic. I've never seen anything like this. Anyway, I decide I'm going to go and I'm going to do a tour of the gateway to India. So go down there and I'm looking for a tour guide. 2 little girls run up to me. One's 5, one's 8. Hello, mister. Where are you from? I said, I'm from England. Oh, Buckingham Palace, Manchester United. Tottenham Hotspur, I mean, Manchester. Anyway, can we give you a tour? I said, yeah, that'll be great. 5 and 8 years old. For the next 10 minutes, they gave me the most incredible tour. They knew times, they knew dates, they knew places. At the end of it, I pulled out 60 rupees and I gave it to the eldest girl. She looked up to it. She said, please, mister, don't give us money. My papa, he drinks. He hits us. He takes our money. I'm a big softie. I said, girls, what can I give you? We're so hungry, mister. We haven't eaten for days. Please buy us some powdered milk. So I follow them through the back streets, and eventually we come up to the street vendor. They run up to him and gives them each a big tin of powdered milk, and off they run laughing. And he turns to me and he says, that will be 600 rupees. I was going to give them 60, 600. Anyway, I pay him and I go to the hotel and I'm telling the story to the manager. He says, you've just been ripped off. Those are professional beggars. That's their father. The minute you leave there, they bring the milk powder back. He gives them 300 rupees. He takes 300. And I was upset for a while, and then I thought about it. You know what? I just met the 2 best salespeople in the world. We're all in selling. Think about it. The first thing we all need is a prospect. I walk out of my hotel. Looks like he's got a few bob. Let's go for it. The second thing is developing rapport. Where are you from? England. I guarantee if I'd said South Africa, it would have been Mandela. The third thing is we've got to have product knowledge. They knew times, they knew dates, and the most important thing is we've got to know how to close. They give me the emotional close. My papa, he drinks. 2 little girls, 5 and 8, upsold me 10 times. 10 times on what I was going to pay them. Let me introduce you to the 2 best salespeople I have ever met. By the way, that was before they caught me, not after. So my message to everybody is we're in the greatest business in the world. Go out there, enjoy it, do some of the things over there, get all of the stuff that I'm going to be offering you. Come along on the booth. No, sorry, I mustn't mention that. But please, there are such great speakers in the room over here. There's incredible people. Learn from them. Michael, Alan, so many other people. Come in and learn from the people. How many members over here? Members in the room? Okay, non-members? Okay, we're not letting you out until you fill in the forms today. But the non-members, did you enjoy today? Did you get a lot out of it? Yeah. It is one of the greatest organizations in the world. And if you've got the chance, please go to National Speakers in July. It is the best learning on the planet. I go there, I go into just about every workshop. Every hour you've got a choice of about 10 workshops of seeing the best speakers on the planet. I make 10 times as much from just going to go and see some of those speakers. Last year, some of the people I met was Freddie Ravel, that used to be the keyboard player for Santana. Anyone seen Penn and Teller, the magicians? Big guy, Penn, came up and he did a 1-hour talk on how they construct a speech, all of the things that goes into a speech. You cannot buy that kind of thing. He's on stage, he's sharing all of that. So please go along to NSA. I've got about a half a second left. Thanks for your time and please join. Cheers. Thank you.
My name is Michael Dodd. I'm the president of the Professional Speaking Association in London, and today my life was made easy because our star speaker was Frank Furness. Frank is a legend. Frank has spoken in 55 countries and he keeps on adding more to that list because he really gets it in terms of what a conference booker needs at a conference to make the conference booker feel good and make the audience really understand about sales, about marketing and about sales technology. Frank has some great stories. One of the ones that sticks in my mind was the one he tells about these two little girls in India who managed to sell to him, a master salesman himself, and managed to actually take him for more money than he really wanted to, he was really prepared to pay. Frank is full of great little gold nuggets for your salespeople, for everyone in your organisation, and he makes everyone laugh and he makes them feel motivated and he makes them want to have him back again. He's that kind of speaker. He's that good.
Hi, I'm Steve Bustin and I've just had the pleasure of seeing Frank Furness speak for the first time, and I was completely blown away by the ideas that he was able to put across. In just an hour I came away with sheets of notes, things I can take to my business and put into practice in the next couple of days, which will make a real difference. His information about social media was second to none. It's an area that lots of people claim to speak on, claim to be experts in. He's the real deal. He delivered great practical tips that will make a real difference to my business, can make a real difference to your business. So I couldn't recommend him more highly. I'm Steve Bustin, he's Frank Furness. Thank you.
I'm Nikki Roscoe, author, international speaker, and I'm a communications, confidence and media coach. I had the pleasure today to see Frank Furness speaking. He actually wowed the audience, he wowed me because he talks on sales and his products are absolutely fantastic. In fact, he's so brilliant at also selling from the stage because he has the most wonderful products, he has fantastic programs and masterclasses, and he has speaker boot camps that are so fantastic that I can't wait to go to one myself. I highly recommend Frank speak at your conference, at any of your organizations, to any of your directors, your chief executives, whoever it may be, your teams in your company, because he's so fantastic. He can speak to you on social media, which he has so many brilliant ideas on that really, as I said, Frank wowed the audience, he blew us all away, and I can't wait to get some of his programs and start working on them. So that's from me, Nikki Roscoe, www.nikkiroscoe.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Katchick. I've been here today at the Professional Speaking Association in London when we were so lucky to have an international speaker, Frank Furness. Frank really gave so much. He gave us 10 really traditional, fantastic tips. He gave us so much more, and he does it in a way that is humorous, engaging, and he also demonstrates how to sell from the stage while he's not selling from the stage, but yet he is. He is the most charismatic speaker I've seen, and one who engages with everybody so easily and effortlessly. But whatever you're doing, if you're looking to get someone to talk, particularly on social media, use of internet marketing, then Frank is your man, whether it be in the international, UK, or whatever. This is Steve Katchick, stevekatchick.com.